Welcome again to another episode of the Digital Focus Podcast. I'm John Suter with my co-host, Bart Mraz.
Hello, my friend.
Hello, Bart. How are you? And as per tradition, I'm going to ask you, what is your awesome thing for this week?
My favorite time of the year right now. We have like a week or two of like a little chill in the morning with I can wear a hoodie, still have shorts on and flip-flops. Like it's one of those like crisp fall things going on.
Yeah.
My favorite.
I call this time of year the oops, I forgot to leave a jacket in my car season.
Yeah. I call it, oops, I forgot to close all my windows downstairs. So when I walk down at 6 a.m, I'm like,
yeah, it was a little brisk here too. I feel you. All right. My awesome thing, it's going to be a bit of a story. So have you heard of Chapel Roan?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Have you heard Pink Pony Club?
Yes.
Okay. I know nothing of pop music. I thought Chapel Roan was like a new church or maybe a steak place or a country and western movie. So I know nothing. I know I've heard the name, but I don't listen to pop music. The music I listen to, you guys would never even comprehend. So last week in my TikTok travels, I come across the video of this kid. He's in a hot dog costume, wearing a cowboy hat, standing on the counter of what looks to be a diner, singing a song about hot dogs. The song was called, he wrote it himself, it was a parody of Pink Pony Club called Cheese Coney Club, named after the chili cheese coney dogs you get at Skyline Chili.
Nice.
Well, not knowing that though it was a parody, I thought this song was amazing. I had no idea until someone actually told me that it was a parody of a Chapel Roan song. So I did some digging. This kid's name is Hot Dog Harv. He's got a TikTok channel that's run by his parents. And apparently he's a virtual sensation out in Ohio where he lives in the Cincinnati area. He was even invited to sing Cheese Coney Club at Skyline Chili's headquarters.
Oh, look at that. That's
right.
awesome.
And the kid's got to be like fourth grade, something like that. Anyway, seems like a nice kid. The song has been stuck in my head for 2 weeks. So this one's for you, Hot Dog Harv. Keep up the good work. I give it 10 pop with 10 cheese, 10 chili. I give it 10 conies. Hot Dog
10
Harv.
conies, baby. 10
And
conies.
Hot Dog Harv on TikTok. Look it up. You won't be sad. He's a nice kid and he's got a good voice.
I love it.
He definitely has a good voice. Let's begin the show. Meta is taking its AI monetization up a notch. Starting December 16th, any chat, voice command, or prompt users share with Meta AI, whether through Facebook, Instagram, smart glasses, or its Imagine Vibes tools, will feed directly into the company's advertising system to make ad recommendations even more personalized. If someone chats about hiking with Meta AI, they could quickly see hiking gear ads or outdoor group posts appear in their feed. This update rolls out globally, but skips the UK, EU, and South Korea, where strict privacy laws block such use. What a great place it must be to live. Privacy is a hot topic. Meta says sensitive topics like health, religion, sexuality, politics, and race are filtered out, and WhatsApp chats only count if linked to Facebook or Instagram accounts. Yet there's no opt-out. Users must avoid Meta altogether if they want their data excluded. Critics and regulators are circling, questioning whether their data sweep crosses ethical boundaries or bypasses principles like purpose limitation and user consent. Meta boasts over 1 billion monthly AI users and expects this move to help pay off its $60 to $65 billion in annual AI investments. Well, it's not yet dropping sponsor links straight into chatbot replies. The playbook is clear. AI means bigger behavioral signals, sharper ad targeting, and potentially premium AI features down the road. The result? Social content gets hyper-personal with ad engines chewing on every word of AI-powered conversation. Welcome to the new world of social AI advertising.
Assume just Facebook is going to be a whole bunch of AIs talking to a whole bunch of AIs.
Well, I mean, it's just as bad as when, you're talking about bunion cream and all of a sudden you've got a whole feed full of bunion cream ads. I mean, they're already listening.
They're definitely listening. Like, as much as they say they're not, they are. Like,
yeah, they are. They totally are.
There's no way, like, you had this guy, like, how many times we've seen, like, conversation happen, we didn't type anything, and all of a sudden it's there. So, but also, like, it's proximity, who opened what,
Sure.
like, everything's
what you opened last. I'll notice like if I'm looking at an ad of something, then even if I slow down, it'll quickly serve me up similar ads.
Well,
Definitely.
it's even proximity. It's even proximity for people, right?
Oh, sure.
Like when I first moved to this place, you know, I didn't look up my neighbors in Facebook, but all of a sudden they started showing up as suggested friends.
Yeah, I get the same thing. So I follow a lot of Florida Facebook groups, but was even more hyper targeted when I was down there. It was serving me up local restaurants and things, which I didn't mind. I didn't mind in that context, but
in that context, yeah. But
that
now,
context, it worked.
like, I'm friendly with my neighbors, which is fine. But like, it still shows you how open this apps are fully.
So there's some positive things that it could surface more relevant interests. The advertisers obviously benefit because you've got more of a targeted audience.
Yep.
Consumers might see less irrelevant ads, but I think the cons outweigh it because everyone's sick of advertising. You've got your data privacy concerns, no opt-out. Filter bubbles and echo chambers could be reinforced, narrowing users' exposure to diverse perspectives and sometimes amplifying misinformation. Oh, that just sounds like Facebook on a regular day. Oh my God. Heavy AI dependence risks hidden biases and errors as algorithms have limited explainability and can perpetuate unfair, inaccurate outcomes. And then potential erosion of authentic content. Of course, we've talked about this ad infinitum, in that everything is becoming AI slop. Meta's strategy can make digital advertising smarter, more profitable, but it comes at the cost of increased surveillance, reduced user control, and possible erosion of online authenticity and trust. Yes. Overall, I give this 2 popcorns. If I was I give it 2 popcorns. Two Coney dogs. I'm not a fan.
No. I think there's also an issue, and sorry, I was just going to do it.
Go.
I don't know if you saw the story, and there's like a AI actors and stuff like that. Everybody's
yeah. I forgot what Tilly Westbrook or something like that. Tilly Tilbrook or what?
What are we doing? You know what I mean? Like, this is just silly now.
Oh, and they had a reel for this AI actress, and it was like, holy crap, we are in trouble.
Yeah, we are in trouble. And this is, like how our studio's going to do. I get it. Here's the thing. I get it. Like, this is going to be a really stupid example, but if I know they're making a new Fast and the Furious. If they use AI to use Paul Walker's brother, because apparently he's coming back in this one. I know you might not know that.
Oh, great.
But his brother's going to play it. But if they use AI on top of his brother to make the CGI, all that kind of stuff a lot better, okay, I get that. Like, you want to bring that character back, and the only way to do that is Paul.
Sure.
But to replace fully,
to replace them fully is very creepy. Like, we saw the holograms. They had Prince, and they had they do that like hologram stuff. I think that's acceptable once it's because the holograms are backed up by their actual music, and it's actually a part of them. But just to pull like, oh, here's Marilyn Monroe and Paul Walker starring in Fast and Furious 17 or whatever, that's just weird.
3,482.
Right. We've got all the stars back. We've got Steve McQueen, Marilyn Monroe, Joe DiMaggio.
It's still about the family.
Yeah, it's still about the family. Yeah, it's weird. But anyway, that Bart was talking about the AI actress. Her name is Tilly Norwood. Very, very weird. Look her up if you get a chance. It's very creepy. All right, our next story. OpenAI's instant checkout. We've been talking about this for the last couple of weeks, but I think it's finally here. OpenAI's instant checkout is a new feature that lets users buy products directly within a chat GPT conversation, starting with Etsy shops and soon rolling out to millions of Shopify merchants. This marks a shift towards agentic commerce where chatbots act as personal shoppers and complete transactions without users ever leaving the chat interface. So the impacts, online shopping is streamlined. Users find products and purchases directly in Chat GPT. Bart and I were playing around with this a little bit yesterday. It's not quite there. It was servicing a lot of like seasonal stuff, and it all seemed to be Walmart and Target and bigger, like giant chains. Now I understand that Etsy signed up. Etsy and Shopify signed up to be the first of the rollout. Etsy's stock actually popped 50% because of it. I am not only an Etsy user, I'm an Etsy producer. So I am quick to see, I'm eager to see what this is going to do, how this is going to affect possible sales on my end. So merchants pay a fee on sales completed through ChatGPT, opening a new revenue stream for OpenAI, but keeping the experience free for consumers. Well, that makes sense. Why would you charge a consumer to buy something? I mean, brands and retailers may see a significant change in traffic and conversion sources as sales shift from their sites to the chatbot environment. We already saw this coming because, every browser now is AI first. So you're not even surfacing the proper things that you might want to see. You're just getting an AI answer and then you have to dig down and find it. Although I saw a hack the other day that someone is suggesting there's a way you can go into your Chrome and turn off the AI answers. So if that's something you're looking for, otherwise, using a browser like Perplexity, I'm a lazy searcher. I go right to the search bar and ask what I'm searching for.
Yeah.
And a lot of times Google will just give me the site, but Perplexity gives you answers and then you have to find the site. So I think what it's going to do, it's just going to surface more things that you might not want. But if you're shopping, I think it's a pretty good thing. The big news is the conversational commerce as the new front door. That's what we've been saying. When you go to look for something, as I just said in a long roundabout way, it's going to serve up things to buy because that's capitalism, baby.
Yeah.
Lower barriers for merchants. AI-powered commerce tools allow small businesses to tap ChatGPT's massive user base, democratizing access and removing the need for custom app development and deep platform integrations. This levels the playing field that may erode the market advantages held by large e-tailers. This needs to be seen because, as I said, Bart and I tested it yesterday, and all we got was large brands. Changes in traffic and conversion sources, of course. Broader payment and fulfillment flexibility. They're going to have easier integration with platforms across payment processors, Stripe, Apple Pay, Google Pay, et cetera, et cetera. More merchants can participate in AI-driven commerce, further accelerating adoption and consumer expectations for instant, frictionless shopping. So as I said, Etsy stock popped 14% on September 29th after the company announced the partnership. Amazon is not yet directly integrated, but it faces direct pressure as discovery and purchasing shift from platform-centric browsing. Like we always said, when I search for something, I look at Amazon first and then back out from there. I think it'll be interesting to see how people make that shift from searching on a platform to just searching in the AI because it's easier and it's going to give you more choices. Whereas Amazon is like, you're in the Amazon bubble and that's it.
Yeah, pretty much.
What are your thoughts?
Do we really need this? Do we need shopping?
Capitalism, baby.
It's just going that way, right? People need, and like commerce is going to be everywhere, right? Like you search something and it's going to pop in and that's just easier. Maybe from a business perspective, it's just going to be easier to shop for it.
Yeah, it all depends on the response from the retailers. They have to accelerate their support of agentic commerce. You have compliance, your brand strategies. And then I'm wondering, because there's the competition, like how does this change the competition? It reshapes traditional e-commerce, but in what fashion? Is it circling back to the smaller retailer where AI is just saying, I have no opinion on this. I'm just surfacing up what seems to be the best choice.
Maybe. I think the chase right now is like SEO, right? You want to kind of be in these.
Yeah. What's the new SEO term? It's not SEO. It's
agentic. It's
agentic AGU,
whatever it's called.
Whatever it's called. Yeah. So I think retailers are really going to have to start shifting towards AI friendly content, whatever that is. I haven't really seen anyone put out a playbook that says this is what you should be doing because it's all changing so fast.
Yeah.
But I think this could be a good thing for smaller retailers. As it says, it hopefully levels competition. But who knows? Once Amazon gets in there and puts their dirty claws on it, what's going to happen then?
I mean, Amazon for a long time was like the second largest search engine, right? Like,
Yeah, because what do you? I still do it. It's like I want to look something up, see what it might cost. I might not buy it from Amazon, but I want to see what it might cost. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But now I seem to be using Perplexity for that. We're using the Comet browser. This is week 3 of Comet. What are your thoughts so far? You're still using it?
Yeah, a little bit. Here and there.
I'm using Perplexity. It has replaced Chrome because, like I said, it brought all my Chrome info over. I like the homepage. I like the fact that you have a Discover tab, which can surface up just the type of news you want. It can do for you, but it also can give you niche content. Like I go in the tech section and look for ideas for the podcast. Then there's sports, entertainment. And then there's a thing called Spaces. I don't know what Spaces are. Spaces are a dedicated space to help you organize sources, threads, and collaboration around a specific topic. This is pretty cool. I have not played with this yet.
Yeah, it's going to be, on the topic or whatever. I mean, good at sensitive stuff. I haven't fully played with it just because like stuff was separated on my laptop, but I don't know. Do we need a whole stuff built into this? I don't know.
Again, capitalism rears its ugly head once more.
Yeah, it always does, my friend. It always does.
All right, final story of the day. AI ice cream. Have you ever heard of such a thing? Magnum Ice Cream. Yes, that's right. Magnum Ice Cream Company has announced a partnership with NotCo, utilizing NotCo's AI platform, Giuseppe AI, to develop new and reformulated ice cream products. The aim is to accelerate product development, address increasing ingredient and commodity costs, creating healthier, plant-based options, and better respond to evolving consumer preferences. The partnership demonstrates how AI-driven food technology is transforming how major brands like Magnum innovate and adapt to the market demand. So NotCo is already behind new plant-based products from Kraft Heinz, including vegan mayo, sliced cheese, and hot dogs. Shout out to Hot Dog Harv. The AI platform is used by CPG giants like Mars, Nestle, and Mondelez to quickly develop new flavors, improve nutritional profiles, and manage costs. I can understand that because that would replace a lot of time-based tasks with just, okay, mix these up. Let's just, because I knew a person, her job was to formulate new drinks. And you think, wow, what a great job. But after a while, you start to run out of ideas, and I can imagine that would be very stressful. NotCo's algorithm, Giuseppe AI, can mimic animal-based flavors and textures, allowing for rapid prototyping of dairy and meat alternatives. See, that sounds disgusting, but if you ever ate processed foods, you'd already be pre-disgusted. But yeah, so you're accelerating the prototype stage, which is very time-consuming. And AI can also help forecast trends, optimize shelf life and ingredient sourcing, and adapt to supply chain disruption. So this could replace a whole lot of people in the food service industry, not food service, but food creation industry. Bart's giving me the sour look. Comments, thoughts?
I'm giving you sour look because AI has nothing on somebody that's stoned at 11 o'clock at night going, and wants to skip. I'm sorry, it just doesn't.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of a good stoner food combination, but
I'm sorry, but you'd be like, all right, what kind of ice cream are we having? All right, this works.
Well, I mean, the concerns, you still need a human to taste it because humans are still going to eat it. You need chefs and food scientists for flavor, texture. I mean, you can't ask a robot to tell me how ice cream tastes.
Well, I just look at Ben and Jerry's, like those guys, like, invented so many different flavors of everything,
I have a lot of thoughts about this, but man, I mean, this could get a little crazy and creepy. I mean, you could be creating formulations that no one has ever thought of. And how do you get it past regulation when it's like, well, it's never been here before. And we can't even describe how it's made because it's proprietary. And these are things that didn't exist in the universe. And now we've put them together and made this Frankenfood. Bon appetit.
Yummy.
I mean, I understand business part of it, the analytics and the speed to market kind of stuff, but at what cost? I think that's what we always have to say. At what cost?
Yeah.
The partnership with NotCo spotlights the growing use of AI to innovate quickly, manage supply pressures, and create unique, sustainable products in the competitive food industry, a trend that's spreading rapidly through the CPG brands worldwide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I guess from a testing perspective, well, I think it's going to be used in a lot of stuff. I don't know if it's going to be purely used in
Flavor creation.
Yeah, flavor creation. Like, how are you gonna create a flavor? Like, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I actually listened to this one podcast and they said there's always a new brand of potato chips out. Like we have hers in the Philadelphia area, and every week they're putting out Stromboli potato chips, queso potato chips, like every flavor, and then it's all the regional pizza. It's like, oh, square tomato pie flavor, right? Well,
Yeah.
I think Utz just put out a potato chip.
They-
Utz lemonade chips.
Wow. I mean,
Lemonade flip. I'm telling you what, I got to get my hands on these Utz lemonade chips. If it's lemony and salty, I am there. Limited edition chip flavor that perfectly blends with sweet, tangy taste of lemonade with savory crunch you love from Utz. Oh, proud partner of Alex's Lemonade Stand. How about that? So there's an example of creative flavor mixing, but yeah, it'll never replace the human palate or food scientists or chefs, at least not for the time being. Until we get into Soylent Green land where we're just, eating each other, then I think we're still going to have flavor chemists and things like that. Soylent Green. Because Soylent Green is people.
Is it?
Is it? Yeah, Soylent Green is people.
That's what you've been told before.
All right, we're going to close it up. That's it for this week. We hope you learned something, but if not, at least you wasted some time. We'll be back next week with more questionable advice and unsolicited opinions. If you enjoyed this episode, please rate, review, and subscribe. If you prefer the video experience, you can check out our YouTube channel. And lastly, check us out on the socials, Twitter and Facebook, and sign up for our newsletter where you get extended show recaps and behind-the-scenes info on the show. Links are in the show notes. Bart, closing thoughts.
Stay warm, my friend.
Stay warm, my friends.
Stay warm.
Closing thoughts for me. Let's go Phillies. Phillies are heading into the NLDS this weekend. And the Eagles are undefeated 4-0. So yes, it's a great week for Philly sports. And we'll see you on the internet next week. Until next time, may your internet be fast, your video calls be clear, and your mute button always work when you need it most. Peace.
Peace out.
Peace out.
What do you do now?